And joined by Princeton coach Robb Williams. Coach, tonight it was really nip and tuck with Wyoming East. I think as you expected it would be. You and I communicated about that, and we thought, we need to go up there and compete. Do you think you got everything done that you needed to do, or what's your summation of this game?
I was disappointed we couldn't close out. We took an early lead. We were up a couple times, more than 10, and we let them back in the game a couple times. They're scrappy. They're very, we knew they fall hard. First half we played horribly under the basket. We didn't rebound well. That's probably the first time all year that we've been beat underneath consistently. And second half we rebounded much better. So I was happier in the second half. I made an adjustment on the offensive end. They didn't seem to adjust on the defensive side of that, so it opened up our offense a little bit. So I was happy in the second half, even though it was nip and tuck for a little while. But the first half, when you get out against good teams, 10, 12, 14, you got to keep that, and we weren't able to do it.
It was a very advantageous run for you guys, I think, early in the fourth quarter, because you were able to put some space there, because you had a kind of a line of guys coming to the bench with 5 fouls. It was Grant, then it was Lay, and then it was Ethan Parsons. So that run, when you were able to get some turnovers and kind of turn it on a little bit, that was a big key to the game, right?
Yeah, we'd like, if you've watched our team since I took over, we want to run a gun, we want to play pressure defense, but we haven't been able to this year. We're not quite as fast as usual. We're a little bigger than I've usually had. But tonight, it's kind of like last night. We played MCA, and they hung around, the same type deal. At the end, we put some pressure on, got some steals. So it was the same type of thing. Losing Lay and Ethan and Grant really put some young guys in that don't usually get playing time. And Wyoming East is a good team, so to get them time was a bonus for us.
It seemed like at times you had a hard time matching up with Tanner Whitney inside. Is he that good? Is he the type of player you think, he seems to be in the block.
He's strong. Yeah, he's very strong. I was, like I said, I was disappointed, especially in the first half with our underneath play. Defensively, a couple of the guys, they didn't move their feet very well. I think it was equally how good he is, but equally how bad my bigs played, underneath on the defensive end, especially the first half. Second half, they played a litay bit better.
What makes Lay Wilborn such a special player?
Every year he's gotten better, and he works nonstop, and he always wants to be the best on the court. His competitive drive is unmatched.
Do you see him at the next level?
I do. There's some local.
He said that's his goal.
Yeah, and that is his goal. And he works tirelessly. He's always, Coach, can I get in to shoot? Can I get in the gym? Can I get in? When he gets frustrated out there, and sometimes he will. It's a competitive. It's not disrespectful. He just wants to win so bad. I do. There's local colleges that have asked about him. I just tell him he just got to keep watching. He does it all.
That's what I was going to say. There doesn't seem to be any limit to his different facets of the game. He has a little bit of everything. I mean, you saw the steals tonight, a couple of runouts after he got steals, which, in a game like this, who knows? It kind of kept you in the game at the time.
Last year he had one weakness, and that weakness was his left hand, and he worked all summer on that left hand. We played against Capital at Capital, and they attacked that left hand, and he didn't like that. So again, it goes back to his competitiveness. So he worked on that, and his outside shot, he didn't shoot too many outside, but like against Bluefield, we had 30, so he could shoot the ball as well. So you have to come out on him, and then when you do that, he can take you to the hoop.
Now you could very well see Woodrow again, but you got a win over him. Woodrow's been at the top of the heap for a long time in this region. Was that a statement or a signal? Let's say a signal that maybe Princeton is right.
Well, I don't want to say that. I think at any given night.
Right, because you might see.
Well, but at any given night, honestly, this year especially, I would be lying to you if I thought we were going to be this good this year, have a 7-1 record, and to beat some good teams. I mean, the teams we've beaten, a lot of those teams have been ranked when we beat them. Bluefield was ranked when we beat them. Westside was ranked when we beat them. Wyoming East when we beat them. So, it's not like we're just playing no ones, but in the same token, Woodrow's Woodrow. I expect them to get better as the year goes. They have heck of opponents. They played some tough teams. We got the better of them. Princeton, a great win for us. But we expect it's going to be difficult when we go to Beckley, come down here and play them down there. It's going to be tough. We know that.
Okay. Hey, Coach, I appreciate the time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Been waiting to see you guys.
Well.